everybody. So today on my desk there is a MacBook Pro 2020 with the model name A2289, which is not starting up. So today I will try to investigate what the problem could be, why is it not starting, and I will try to fix it. Also, I would like to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed to my videos and you do enjoy watching them, please subscribe and like them. Thank you. So let's get back to business and see what we can find. Okay, so the first thing what I will try to plug in my power meter and see what are we getting on the USB-C ports. So just plug into this one. We have only 2 ports and it's dead. I'm gonna plug into this one. It's dead. It's not even starting up. Okay, so because of that I will dismantle the Mac and see what I can find. So the tools what I'm gonna use to open the Mac, I will use this one sucker. I might use tweezers, guitar stick, spludger. Then I will need screwdrivers, which are gonna be Pentalob 4, then Torx 5 and Torx 3, and a nut screwdriver. So these are the tools I'm gonna use to dismantle this MacBook. So if I'm gonna open this up, I will try to turn it on. Now it's completely dead. The trackpad is not even clicking, so it's not starting up. Okay, so let's flip it over and let's take it apart. Okay, so first we're gonna take off the bottom cover. We're gonna use a Pentalob 4 screwdriver. Then I'm gonna use a sucker to attach it at the bottom, and then I'm gonna lift this one up. I'm gonna put the guitar stick on the side and just slide it until you hear a click. Okay, and repeat this one on the other side. Click, yep, and now just lift this one up. And slide off. That's it. So let's have a look first at the bottom cover. So it looks dirty, but I can't see any liquids or corrosions here. Okay, so let's put this one on the side. Now let's have a look here. So this, yes, it looks dusty. I can't see any corrosions. Look, the fan is very dusty as well. Plenty of dust. Okay, so I can't see any corrosions from the top, but I will inspect the board using the microscope. So I have to remove the board first. So before removing the board, I have to disconnect the battery, disconnect the trackpad, keyboard, charging port, fans, everything from the actual unit, so then I can have a free board and take this out. So I will start with the battery. I'm gonna peel this one off. I'm gonna use spludger to disconnect the battery flex, just lifting this one here up, going through this side and disconnecting this one here, and unscrew the battery connector. I'm gonna lift this one up. So now just disconnect everything from here. So I'm gonna start just disconnecting the trackpad first. So I'm using a Torx 5 screwdriver. So taking these 2 screws off. Okay, we have 2 screws, we have a plate. So this one's done. We're going further here. I see another one plate. Let's take this one off from here. So this was Torx 5 as well. Going here, so this one is a LCD connector. We will require a Torx 3 screwdriver. Basically we have to take off 4 screws. So we got 2 off, and we can take this plate out. We have 2 more screws here. We're taking this one away as well. Then we're going on the side. We can see we have here a plate as well. So basically removing another 3 screws. This one is Torx free. We're taking this away. Now we need to take off this plate because the heatsink is screwed here. So we need to take this one off in order to remove a nut screw. So let's take this one out. Let's take this plate out. And now we can have a nut screw here. So we need to take this nut screw. So that's a nut screw, okay? Now we will continue disconnecting all the flex cables from the board. So I will start with the screen, lifting this one up, going here, disconnecting this one. We have another one flex here. Let's disconnect this one as well. Let's disconnect this one. Let's disconnect this one. Let's disconnect this one. Lift this one up. Let's disconnect this one. Let's go further. Let's disconnect this one. That's a keyboard. Let's disconnect it here. Bam, bam. This one disconnected. Okay, this one's as well. This one lift up. Okay, let's peel this one off. That's a heavy one. So we have a Wi-Fi antennas here, so we're gonna use Torx 5 to remove the securing screw. I'm gonna use the spludger to lift the Wi-Fi antennas out. Okay, so we disconnect this one, this one, this one. We haven't disconnected the trackpad. We disconnected this one now. This one's off, off. This one's off, 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 off. So now we have to remove the screws from the board. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. All of them are Torx 5. And the last one, here we go. So I think we have a loose board. So let's try to lift this one up. Yes. Nothing else is holding. Just gently take this one out. Okay, and now the most important thing is for me to check the other side of the board. Okay. Can't see anything wrong here. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna inspect the board using the microscope to see if I can find anything what might be wrong. Okay, so now I will inspect the board using the microscope to see if I can find anything what I can't see with my eyes. So let's start looking from the top first and let's see if we can find anything. You can see some hairs. But that's nothing bad. Let's go further. All looks good so far. So far so good on this side. Let's flip it over and check the other side. It's a little bit dirty here. Now I can't see anything visually bad on the board itself. The only one thing I haven't checked is the charging port, so always make sure to check a charging port itself. So I just need to take off of the casing. I'm gonna use a Torx 5 screwdriver to take the screws off. I'm gonna take off the charging port. Oh, okay, I think that's where the problem is, and I will show this to you. So this is the one side of the charging port, as you can see. It's a little bit dirty, but looks good. And look, now here we have the other side. Look, it's burned, it's corroded, and it's fucked. And just because of that, the Mac will not start or will not charge. Okay, so what I will try to do now, I will try to plug in the good working charging port and try to see if we will get any power on my power meter. So let's put this one in and try. Okay, so let's move this one on the side. Let's take our board. Let's take a good charging port. Plug this one in. Now let's plug in our power meter and let's turn on the power. Look, starting up. You see? Okay, let's check another port. Let's plug this one here. Let's give some juice. And it's starting up here as well. And what we are getting, we're getting almost 20 volts. So this means that the charging port was definitely faulty and it's taking some amps in, as you can see, 0.6, 0.4. So basically the board maybe is trying to kickstart. So I will assembly the unit back with a new charging port and we'll see if this is gonna fire up. Okay, so it's time to test. Let's open the lid. I'm gonna plug in my charger. I will turn it on. It says we're getting almost 20 volts. Do we have anything on the screen? No. It could be that the battery. Oh, okay, so it is starting up. So as you can see, the problem was the, where is it? Is this charging port? Okay, so this was corroded and the Mac was not charging and was not turning on. So by replacing this one, the Mac is fixed and is back to its life. So another one, fixed Mac. Sometimes problems might be easy as that, sometimes it could be more complicated, but for now it's just this bit which was faulty. So again, thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.